As of this time, all 4 bodies that were missing have been recovered.
17 people in all, ranging in age from 1 to 70, lost their lives when a duck boat went down in high water at Table Rock Lake.
We have a report of a duck that has sank completely. They have lost sight of it.
Tonight, as a community and the country mourn for the victims, concerns surround the safety of these boats and the decision to be out on the lake in that kind of weather. The loss of life is hard to comprehend. Most on vacation, looking to enjoy a day on the lake when a storm stirred up large waves that overwhelmed that duck boat. We've learned that 9 of the 17 people who died are members of the same Indiana family. Governor Mike Person spoke to a relative of that family at the hospital.
The one lady lost 9 members of her 11 members of her family.
Oh dear.
So I had a chance to talk to her, and it's difficult to find the right words to say other than your thoughts and prayers are with her, and try to comfort her as much as you possibly can. And there was a 13-year-old nephew of hers that survived also, and to go talk to him for a little bit.
It's unbelievable. Here's the very latest right now. The Missouri Highway Patrol says that it could take several days to raise the boat that's now in water 80 feet deep. The investigation has now been turned over to the National Transportation Safety Board and the Coast Guard. The National Weather Service issued a series of warnings about the weather in the area last night, including a severe thunderstorm warning at 6:32 p.m., more than half an hour before the boat capsized. Now, it was a completely different day out at Table Rock Lake today. This morning, Chopper 5 flew over the lake when the recovery effort was complete. And you can see here, smaller boats were back out on the water. Tonight, we have team coverage, the response, and what's now being asked about how this could have happened in the first place. KCTV5's Betsy Webster is live tonight. And Betsy, there really are no words that can offer comfort to these people who've been affected.
Oh, absolutely not, Ellen. I mean, this is just awful. I mean, you think about the folks whose families were separated. Imagine being one of those people who survived knowing that the others had died. I mean, it's just a really helpless feeling. And this is a death toll that has had a real impact on people, not just so many of them just people who live here in Branson, but particularly those who witnessed that frantic rescue effort. By afternoon, cars were filling with flowers in the parking lot where the duck tours begin. Cars of people who drove here yesterday for a land-water combo tour and have yet to return. One of the people paying his respects watched last night as ordinary people swam to the sinking vessel from shore.
Just a bunch of visitors just jumped to it, came down there. There were a couple of really brave guys. Amazing.
He was on board the Branson Belle, a dinner theater showboat. He says the captain warned of a storm coming and said he was turning back. 10 minutes later, he saw smaller boats struggling with high waves as the wind ripped open doors on the Branson Belle. He was shaken by what he saw, but also grateful for those who helped.
The Branson Belle crew, they jumped to it. They weren't involved at all, but when the time came, they jumped to it. That's a Class A crew.
Gosh, so tough to hear him and to meet him and see him experiencing that difficult time. Now, there was also a sheriff's deputy who helped. He was working off-duty as a security officer for the Branson Belle, and he actually jumped ship in order to get people to safety. Besides those who died, there were 7 people who made it to shore unharmed and 7 others who went to a local hospital. 5 of them had minor injuries. 2 have been described at this point still in critical condition. Live in Branson, Missouri, Betsy Webster, KCTV5 News.
Betsy, thank you.